Hey guys, Toolman Tim here. Today we're going to take a look at a truly wireless security camera. This thing is powered with solar, has a built-in battery, and transmits all the data via a Wi-Fi connection. It allows you to remotely control it, 360-degree view, 90 degrees up and down, even a hybrid zoom, and allows you to keep an eye on a remote bug-out location or your home while you're away. So first off, I got to tell you, I had zero expectations for this camera. I picked it up on a whim because we needed to mount cameras to the daycare that we have across town. And I really wasn't looking forward to crawling up through the attic and running all new wires like I did here at my house. This model does require a Wi-Fi connection. They have exact same models, but a 4G one that you can buy, 4G little LTE cards that will allow you to keep a data connection. They'll work 100% off-grid. This one works in town here where I have Wi-Fi. So it has 360-degree pan. It has tilt of 90 degrees up or down. And it has a dual lens zoom, which works similar to when you're zooming in on your iPhone. And it's an up to 8-time zoom. It's a hybrid between digital and multi-lens, and it actually works really well. It comes in white, black, or silver. It's IP66 rated. It means it's dustproof and waterproof. It's a fancy way of saying it. The night vision on this was as good as anything I've seen so far. Picks up any kind of extra light and reflects it. It has a color mode at night. Honestly, with the one light outdoors, it lights up all the area I need to see, tells me like what color jacket the person's wearing, who they are, that kind of thing. There's so many features in here that allow you to save battery and only record what you need. Automatic human detection. So the first thing is it will look, it's always looking. If a human walks by, it'll trigger and start recording. If a vehicle goes by and you don't have all detection on, it won't bother with that. Auto record length, so you can go 15, 30, or the entire time the movement is happening. Then it gives you a cool down mode, which keeps 15 or 30 seconds afterwards before it starts. You can also set it to only record certain times of the day. You can also set it up so that it only records a certain field of view. So say for instance, if you can see the picture right here, say I didn't want to record a bird flying by in the sky. Well, you can actually block out this whole blue area here, but allows you to block out whole sections. So where you'll see some of this footage, ours looks out at the street. Well, at night, if a car's going by, I don't need to be triggered and let me know that a notification comes through. All I have is the sidewalk and the entranceway geared up so that if somebody walks into that, it automatically records. Got a few security features that are okay. It's got a spotlight built in. It has what they call a 110 decibel alarm, but the one that I do like is the two-way communication. It has a speaker and a microphone. It's not great. It's what you would expect from a $50 Amazon imported camera, but it does the trick. The built-in battery pack is 15,000 milliamp hour. Comes with a fairly long solar cable, which allows you to kind of position it to a spot where say you wanted your camera around the corner, but you wanted this on a south-facing wall. It gives you some versatility in setting it up. It is a USB micro cable. Say you've had a few weeks or a few days of absolutely no sun and you have to add supplemental power, make sure you got a USB micro with you. Some people end up mounting it right above it so it acts like a rain shield. It comes with built-in cloud storage. It's great to have as a free feature, but then that means you're giving someone else access to your recordings. I got a couple of these off Amazon. They're 128 gigabyte SD mini cards. They work great. You put it in there. I've been running 5 days on that mini card I have right now, and it's used 0.5% of my storage capabilities. It's just stored locally, and then you can access it via the app. Now, the app itself, I actually really like it. It has a ton of features. It's fairly simple to install. You'll see here in the app that it has camera control positioning, so you can just put your finger on there, scroll around, and allow you to zoom, pan, and tilt. You can set it up with an automatic kind of monitoring zone so that it automatically defaults back to a certain position. So with us at the daycare, I want it looking down and kind of at the entranceway, which works great. Now, you can actually set up human tracking as well. So say somebody comes along, it will pick them up over here and it will follow them the whole way. You can have caretaker mode where that it automatically resets it after 60 seconds of inactivity back to the control area. What are the drawbacks to this? Well, honestly, there's only a couple. I guess the first one is, depending on which description you read on Amazon, it either says 1080p, 2K, or 4K. I don't think it's that. It looks pretty good on an iPhone, no problem at all. But if you were to blow it up, the picture quality isn't great. It's better than my hardwired cameras I have. Every time I get something like this, the quality's improved a little bit, but I still would not call this 4K quality. App itself is full of ads. You can exit out of them, but every time you open them, there's always an ad in there. It's a bit of a pain, I get it, it's a free app. They want you to subscribe to their cloud service, but you can turn off the cloud service. One more pet peeve of mine is you can't actually see the battery percentage when the sun's out. So when you bring up the display screen on your phone and see the live feed, it will show you the battery there. But if it's charging, it's going to have a lightning bolt in it. And it just says, hey, the sun's out, the solar panel's working, it's giving it a charge, which is good to know, but it doesn't tell me, hey, I'm at 30% or 40%. I have to wait till dark. Once the sun goes down, then it will give me a percentage of the battery. And it took me a minute to find where that percentage was hidden. It's actually in the settings under the device health, so that might help you. One more thing, if you're looking to set it up, make sure your Wi-Fi router is set to 2.4 gigahertz. If you try to do 5 gigahertz, it isn't compatible. And a lot of these kind of Internet of Things devices aren't compatible with 5 gigahertz routers. Do I like this thing? Frig yeah, I love this thing. I liked it so much that I went out and I bought a second one. That's why I'm back here going to go install a second one this afternoon at the daycare. I had zero expectations, and maybe that's why I love this so much, but it honestly is way better than I thought. And the biggest concern I had was, how is the charge going to hold up? And to me, I got a good south-facing wall there. We live on the prairie, so we get a lot of sun anyway, but the days are short, and this thing has not disappointed at all. And I love that it is very, very customizable. You can go right down and pick every setting you want. You can leave them all to default if you want, and it makes it very clear, this setting will use more battery, this setting will use less. But you can go in, you can change everything you want right down to very specific. So it only records certain times of the day, it only records people, it only records in a certain field of vision, all of that. Overall, man, if you're looking for a Wi-Fi, completely cordless, solar-powered security camera, I don't think you could go wrong with this. And if you're out and you're saying, hey, you know what? I like solar, I like Wi-Fi, but I'd like something maybe a little more sturdy, more reliable. Well, check out this video I did right here of the hardwired system we have installed on our home. And hey, if you're still here, that means I made this video just for you. And if you want more just like it, stick around, hit the subscribe button. I got a bunch more off-grid videos, backup power, security monitoring, tools, all of the rest. And guys, as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.